Hello, welcome to the Burke Museum. We are the naturalists. I'm Yan, the business analyst. Information analyst is Monica. Priya is the technology analyst. And our user analyst is Daniel. In this section, I will briefly talk about our organization, our information strategy, and then I will focus on the collection analysis, one of our main authors, the communicators. In the end, I will conclude this section. The organization. Burke Museum is the Natural History and Culture Museum of the Pacific Northwest. We are working for the Department of Computer and Web Communications, and currently they are undergoing a transformation from their website to a content management system. This is our information strategy. Our two main goals are discovering and creating knowledge and inspiring curiosity in students, so that our two main audiences are knowledge creators and interested pupils. We are providing four kinds of information to those two main audiences: their publication, researcher profile, artifact profile, and exhibit and event information. In this section, I will talk about how to get the information of exhibit and events. So, in the Burke Museum, we have the Department of Communication. They are responsible for planning and designing new exhibit and events. So, the employees working there, we call them the communicators. They could be the communications director, exhibit designer, events coordinator, and program managers. They are in the medium level of the technical savvy, and they are in our Burke Museum but outside of our computing department. So, how could we get the information from the authors to our system? Given the technical savvy of our authors, we already know they are familiar with some simple software such as word processor, but we want them to use the web content management system. So, training necessary for them to get familiar with the content management system so that they can fill out the metadata of exhibit and event information. So, how to get them motivated? We could see the work satisfaction is the main incentive of their work. Once they see their exhibit and events visited by interested people, they will be very happy to create more events and exhibit. So, the more information shared by the interested pupil, the closer the organization's goal could be met. So, how to relate our information type to our authors? Our authors, the communicators, need to fill out the metadata about the exhibit and events. They include the name of the exhibit and event, the description, the start time, the end time, the location, and so on. And then how to relate our audience to our authors. As what we have discussed in the audience analysis, our audience, the interested pupils, they are very curious to know the new knowledge, but at the same time, they are very easy to lose interest in some boring or hard to understand information. So, the language the communicators should use should be easy to understand, and the layout of the information should be very explicit, which means whatever information should be easily found by the interested pupil. So, you have already know who are our authors for the exhibit and event information, and what kind of language should the communicators use to let the interested pupil to understand. And overall, you can see how the communicators could contribute to help our organization realize the goal of inspiring curiosity in students. Thank you for listening.